are back. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Crit and Miss. You are watching Tales from the Rogues Light Tavern, an original Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition dungeon crawl written by and DM'd by the one and only Mark Hillman. Mark, how are you, my friend?
I'm great, Ben. How are you?
Oh yeah, not too bad. I'm excited.
Excellent.
Like I just said, like I was just talking to you guys about before we went live, this is the first time I've actually sat down and played in a game for one of my own streams.
Yeah.
It's been too long, but we've flipped the tables and it's my turn to bring the chaos to one of your games.
I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah, so am I. But it's not just me and it's not just Mark. Of course, this stream would be nothing without all these other people that you see aligned to my left and to my right. So, without further ado, allow me to introduce these people to you. First up on my, let me have a look. I guess it's my left. I don't know. I can't tell if it switches it over when I stream it. We have the one and only Zelnan. Zel, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing wonderful as always for a Saturday evening, and looking forward to causing some chaos and upsetting Mark one more time.
Oh, that's something that you're good at. Tell me, from a scale of 1 to 10, how closely dressed are you to your character at the moment?
He is far more dressed than I currently am. So,
okay. So he's wearing a lot more clothes than you are. Okay, good. Good to know.
For the occasion, I am not. So
we'll try not to accidentally turn on your camera then, because I could get demonetized.
Well and truly, that's nothing anyone needs to see.
Not before the audience sees an amazing sight.
All the audience sees an amazing sight, and we suddenly jump up to 2,000 viewers. I don't know. Maybe it's a gamble I'm willing to take. Maybe on another stream. That lovely voice that you guys just heard was the voice of Christian from Hermes D&D Services. Thank you for joining us once again. I don't know why you keep coming back. I thought I scared you off for the last time, but you're here again.
It's fun to play, and I'm keen for tonight. I've made another interesting character as I get to test out so many cool things on these streams. So we'll see when we do the character introductions. But otherwise, I think us four here might have some fun, maybe putting your character through some hell now that you're playing with us. So we'll see how it goes.
All right. I'm ready for whatever you can throw at me, my friend. This is my jam. And speaking of jams, the man jammed in between me and Christian. Frost, how are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm really good, thanks, guys. And yourselves?
Oh, yeah, not too bad.
That was a smooth transition.
Thanks for having me out.
We're the two pieces of toast, and Frost is jammed right in the middle of the penis. It's a man sandwich.
Exactly.
Just where I want to be.
My Saturday.
I like to spend my Saturday.
So it's just a normal Saturday night for me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
Mark, you were going to say before I cut you off, man. How are you? What were you going to say?
Yeah. I noticed you're drinking from a pretty groovy mug there.
Oh yeah.
Is that something our viewers might be able to acquire for themselves soon?
Well, actually, not this one in particular, because I'm still working out the details of the merchandise store. But the merchandise store is open at the moment. But this is just stage one, because currently the prices are a little bit higher than I would like them to be. So I'm looking into organising a different supplier. And hopefully we can bring those prices down a little bit so we can get more merchandise out to the people and get more representation. But in the meantime, check it out. We've got some fun designs up there already. One of my favorites is the I'm a Natural 20 shirt.
Love it. That's good.
Speaking of Natural 20s, Contrite, thanks for joining us again, man.
No worries, guys.
Good to have you back.
Team. Thanks.
All right. Well, I think that's everyone introduced. I'm going to hand it over to our resident musician and tonight's dungeon master. Take it away, Mark.
All right, so some of you may be familiar with this little part already, but we have some new people and we may have some new... So, here we go. There are stories of a tavern. It lies nestled in a grove, deep within a dense forest, contained within a pocket dimension of which nobody knows the true origins. Time is meaningless in this place, twisting around on itself like a serpent consuming its own tail. Its story echoes across the plains, and indeed the multiverse, for all roads lead to the Rogues Light Tavern. Run by former adventurers and partners in wine, and sometimes crime, Gavin Roguesbane and Farron Lightward. They were among the number of the adventuring party who first discovered the mysterious nature of this place, back when it was nothing but an empty ruin with a single flight of stairs that descend into the ground. These stairs lead to an immense underground labyrinth, ancient, uncharted, mystically charged, and forever changing. Many a band of brave adventurers have attempted to plunder its depths, for surely such a place must contain untold marvels, vast riches, and opportunities for fame and glory. There are few, however, who have made their way back to the surface to tell the tale. Those that do usually return either filthy rich, permanently crippled, or batshit insane. Sometimes all three. One thing is certain: if you wish to survive, you had best heed the tales from the Rogues Light Tavern. In our last episode, our intrepid adventurers faced and defeated a mighty foe, Mod Breeze the Frozen Terror, a vicious white dragon who was seemingly able to warp their minds. After the beast fell, the spell was lifted, returning to our heroes the memories that had been lost. Searching the dragon's lair, the group found an abundance of treasure, including the sword they had been asked to retrieve by old Gary, the local barfly at the tavern. When they returned to the Rogues Light Tavern, however, something was different. Well, everything was different. Finding themselves in what was quite obviously a mead hall instead of a tavern, occupied by many of the people they'd met previously at the tavern before their descent into the labyrinth. They were quickly welcomed by Gavin Roguesbane, as per usual, who took the time to explain that something strange had taken place while they were gone. A mysterious figure had appeared in the tavern, and before anyone could react, had cast some kind of spell. Gavin is unclear about exactly what happened next. It seems he can't quite make sense of it, but when everything settled once more, this figure was gone, and everyone was here inside this mead hall that somehow bears the right name. The stairway descending into the labyrinth is gone. In its place is a mysterious teleportation circle. Farron goes into some more detail, explaining how anyone who has tried to leave the mead hall seems to get turned around and end up right back at the front doors. Zelnan and Silsa, who some may remember from our first two episodes, have taken on the task of gathering a group of adventurers willing to explore whatever lies on the other side of the teleportation circle. The other members of their original party are here, but for various reasons of their own, have opted to remain in the mead hall for the time being. So at this point, I would like to intro Zell. So Froth, will start with to give us a little rundown on Silsa.
Sure. So, Silsa is the way he says it. Is a UNT pureblood. Comes to the originally came to the Rogues Light Tavern in search of, I guess, adventure and to find out information to take back to the Horde, and in hopes of helping to assist his race take over the world, so to speak. But no one else knows that yet. So that's what he's all about. Yeah, he's not very trusting. He's a little bit quiet and seedy in the background, and definitely an untrustworthy character.
All right. And he is cleric rogue multi-class.
Cleric rogue, that is correct. 2 and 4, best of both worlds. And he does certainly have a few tricks up his sleeve. Hopefully we'll get to play with a few of those this evening.
Nice. All right, and Zell. Tell us about Zelnan.
Zelnan is about as opposite as our cleric rogue friend as you can possibly get. For every bit of quiet and sneaky Silsa is, Zell is as loud and obnoxious. He's usually sporting his magical fishing rig, but after the events of the last time he dove down in the dungeon, he's decided that they needed to be returned to ye old Kashov converters and traded in for a couple of bottles of booze, because at this point in time, Zell's seen some shit. He's still ready to fight, but he needs to get up close and personal now.
Yep.
He
Excellent.
doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeves because he ain't got no sleeves.
And barbarian fighter, yes.
Yeah, more barbarian than fighter, but always down for a brawl.
Excellent.
Is that a +2 whiskey bottle?
If you add them both together, they become +2 of whatever you want.
Very nice.
They are named Jimmy D and Jackie B. So,
Excellent. Right, so as Zelnan and Siltzer discuss who they might approach within the mead hall to join them, a trio of new faces approach through the snow that surrounds the hall. So we have Sven. Would you like to introduce your new character that you're bringing to the table tonight?
No. I'm joking.
Well,
no,
well.
I would love to. I've been thinking about this guy for weeks. So I suppose if we look at this character, you can see this sort of what's the right word? Thin but muscular man. He's got like a mop of brown hair which runs down to a pair of sideburns which are, got a couple of greys poking through. He is Bakaran, aka the Bread Butcher. Do you want me to go into more detail as to what he looks like?
Yes, please.
He's a rogue with the assassin subclass. If you look at him, he's wearing what appears to be sort of like a what's those things called?
Is that a bodice?
Like a bodice. Well, I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, they're laced up at the front.
The corset.
Corset, that's the word. He's wearing like a black corset, which is laced up along the front. He's wearing a pair of very tight leather pants with like a big bulging codpiece and like 6-inch heel boots, which come up to just below his knees, which are also laced up. He's got the most striking feature is a cloak, which has lazily slung over his shoulder. And if you were to look at the cloak, you can see that it's covered in these embroidered eye patterns. And every now and then, it looks kind of like one of the eyeballs sort of shifts and looks at you, but you're not sure whether that's actually happening or if it's just a trick of the light. He's got a short bow slung over his shoulder, and on his hip, he has an intricately designed short bow.
Excellent. All right, and so standing or walking next to him, we have
Thur is a deep gnome who's about roughly 90 years old. Gnomes, by the way, they're not like elves; they don't live for a long time. So I am a old man, and he's a druid, moon druid, who is only able to transform into a single creature as he suffers from moderate Alzheimer's, and so he's forgotten quite a lot of other things inside his life. So we'll be introducing his character, what his creature is. He used to be an adventurer back in the day, back when he was in his heyday. And unfortunately, he had an amazing catchphrase which would bring terror to those in front of him. But over time, with his Alzheimer's, he's forgotten what the catchphrase is. He's also forgotten all the syllables in his name, all the point to just the first syllable of Th. And he now doesn't remember his name either. So it's a bit of a sad story for Th at the moment, as he's in the Rogues Light Tavern just drinking down some drinks, trying to enjoy what life he has left.
excellent. And then striding next to him, we have Clash, I do believe.
As Clash walks into the mead hall, his cloak shifts to, instead of being the travel kind of attire, into a bright pinkers outfit, multicolored, flashing like you wouldn't believe. Stands by the stage for a moment, watching the performers. Then he jumps up, taps one on the shoulder and says, "You've got this, buddy," because he's noticed that he was a little off key, and casts guidance on him just to improve his performance.
Oh, ain't that nice?
At first glance, Kalesh looks like a goblin, but then you realise his features are a bit more elfin. He's actually a Birdan, which are a race known for their inconsistency, but good nature.
Excellent. Alright, I'm just going to reveal the rest of the tavern, or the mead hall as it is, so that everyone can see inside. If you guys would like to go ahead and move up to the doors, you should have control of your tokens. There we are. So this is the mead hall proper. You can see as you enter, there's like all through the middle here. This is all like there's several spot fires. Like, you know, there's basically a giant fire pit, but then at one end there's a particularly concentrated part that's got a cauldron on it. By the cauldron, there's a pair of elves, one of them closer than the other. She seems to be mixing something in there, and a rather large crag cat sitting down by the other elf. There are a couple of what seem like adventuring parties already gathered, sitting around. There's a few guys at the North Hall. This is a little side note, but some people may recognise the characters if they're privy to a private game of Rogues Light Tavern we played to fill in for another game. At one point we have Leonard, the paladin, we have Tundum, the cleric, and we have Daryl, the also paladin. He's a total paladin.
So are we supposed to be able to see? Are there pawns that we're supposed to be able to see here, or
are there what?
Are there tokens or something we're supposed to be able to see on the map? Because it's an empty meat hall to me.
You may have to refresh. You might have to refresh above VTT. I just didn't fix it.
Oh,
okay,
right.
There you go. Excellent.
Let's hopefully.
I didn't think there was any of them were set to hidden. Why is Wargy in here? Well, let's get rid of him. He's not meant to be there.
I was just enjoying the theatre of the mind. I thought that's what we were going for.
Oh yeah, no, and then the description started to. Oh, there we go. There's everyone. Cool. Well, that's more like it then.
You can see also there are guards posted all around. They look like they are not to be fucked with. Gavin Roguesbane here. This guy and Farron Lightward sit at the head of the mead hall. At a table in front of them, there's a group of Dragonborn with a gnome. They're all sitting together. At another table over by the crag cat and the elves, there's another group. Got like there's a half Goliath, half bear looking creature.
Skull, everybody.
Skull. Oop. Not bad. I need to lean in a little bit. Then we have a human-looking wizard, I'm gonna say half-elf, half-dwarf war priest, and a Shadakai shadow dancer all sitting together, seeming to be already grouped up. And then at another table, we have a rather ragtag bunch that includes Silza and Zelnan, as well as their former compatriots, Bryce, Tivon and Dor, as well as a couple of their other companions, a Pegasus that is probably quite obviously the gleaming paladin Bryce's mount, and rather large, young-looking brass dragon who seems to be rather friendly with Tivon. That is Mod Brass. Mod wants to give Sven a nat 1 apparently. I think you do that by giving me a nat 1. Okay, so that's who's around. Silta and Zell, you'll of course notice this group of adventurers wander in.
Zelda, look at the new ones.
Alright, so we did your sister in. Alright, we can go back and everything's gonna be fine. There's no reason to stay up here. It's all okay. You just don't be the chicken.
No, we can't leave. We tried. You know, this is why you have to go through a portal.
You boys and girls can come with us. We've got. Look, Silsa's coming. Hey, Silsa wants to play downstairs.
Yes, my memory is a little fuzzy, but I do enjoy more creatures than being with other human ones.
Otherwise, we just gonna have to play with the new guys, and you guys will just have to sit here and do nothing. That doesn't sound like fun.
We have other plans. It's okay.
Well, I'm gonna get a drink for my new friends that have just walked in, and you can just sit here and be sad.
And the moment you say you're gonna get a drink, as if they heard you, you notice a door open at the end of the mead hall. 9 is out past one of the guards and comes wandering over to you. Number 9, for those who aren't familiar, is the Warforged bartender. He's similarly carrying a couple of bottles of booze that remarkably match what Zell has in his hands. And he wanders over and starts pouring drinks for the table.
Thur's gonna come by and reach for one of the glasses that he's got as he's trying to pour.
And
Thank you. I was wondering when it was going to turn up. And start trying to grab one of the glasses that he's.
He'll hand it over. Are you waiting for him to fill it?
No. I'm taking the thing that he's trying to pour with.
Oh, the bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. He'll just let go and like start pouring from the other one.
Okay. Thank you. God, the service around here and one.
No problem, sir.
And
what you notice is that. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Baccaran, as he enters this mead hall, he stops at the entranceway, and he casts his eyes across the hallway, taking in the sights and sounds, and he smiles, and you can see he's got a couple of missing teeth, and he makes his way down the front steps, or up the front steps into the hall proper, and you can hear his high heels. They're sort of dulled as he walks across the stone floor, and he makes his way straight over the table in front of him, steps over the stool, loudly pushes it back, sits down, and smiles at no one sitting next to him. And you can see him talking to himself.
Silza says, something smells like fresh bread.
I reckon that pretty one over there, Silsa's got your name on it. I reckon you should go and get her a drink.
She looks like a croissant.
You can see as Baccaran, he pulls a large Hessian bag that he was carrying over his back, and he sort of unslings it from his shoulder, and he dumps it on the table with a loud thud. And as it thuds, the drawstring sort of opens up a little bit, and you can see like a stick of bread sort of poke out, and he quickly shoves it back in and draws the drawstring shut before he turns back to the no one sitting beside him, and he smiles and he's like, "Well, hello there.
If you wouldn't mind quieting down with throwing things, some people are trying to enjoy dinner."
Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Can't you see? I'm trying to talk to this little lady."
Well, you can talk to her without smashing the table away.
Ignore him. You know, he's a deep gnome. They're not
Does
quite
someone
as
have bread?
cultured as we are.
No bread.
Is there someone talking to Baccaran at this point? Are you coming over and have a chat with them?
I can just smell bread. I will.
Are you having a stroke?
You smell like bread.
I once had a stroke and I smelt bread then as well. I've had a couple of strokes actually.
Which one was the one where you stopped smelling bread?
Bread, yes.
The first two. The third one I smelt milk.
I have with me a bag full of bread, but I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, this bread's not for you. You see, this bread is an offering for those who wish to learn and hear the words of the gods in yeast. And you're not ready. Not yet. But you will be soon.
Is that the same god that gives the infections?
I think so.
Now that's just a filthy rumor.
I reckon this bloke needs a bit more time in the oven. You're not quite cooked properly.
What's in the oven?
A bun. A bun, apparently.
Oh, okay.
This is
Now-
bordering on dangerous territory.
Where was I, young lady? Oh, right. Yes, of course. My name is Baccaran. Some people call me the bread butcher. But that's not right, is it? Because I've never been a butcher. Waiter, I'll have 2 drinks. One for me and one for the little lady.
There's no one there.
He turns towards you. Don't you work here?
Yes, waiter, while you're grabbing a drink for whoever he's talking to, there's a bun in the oven.
I will make sure to ask Gary to get that out.
Okay.
And then number 9 keeps wandering over. You said you wanted 2 drinks for yourself and the lady.
Of course. Hey, now that you're here, where exactly is here?
This is the Rogues Light Mead Hall.
Right, the Rogues Light Mead Hall. I guess the gods have brought me here. But why?
That may be true. I do not know. Most people usually come to explore the labyrinth, but it's not here anymore. And now that you're here, you won't be able to leave.
Well,
In that case, Mr. Robot, can I have some mead?
Yes, of course. All the mead is free. He wanders over and pulls some mead, and like he's pouring out of the same bottle that he poured like whiskey for Zell and whatever else anyone's wanted. But every time he pours from it, it is the thing you've asked for.
So that's why I like this guy. He's got magic bottles. Doesn't matter what you need, he's got you covered. And so
Yes.
his bottle for a refill from his bottle.
Yep, and he'll pour it out.
say, Tin Man, that trick you do with the drinks, does that work for anything else?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, I see you pouring drinks there, and that what you're pouring from doesn't seem to run empty. Nor have you changed it.
I don't know why, it's just the way things work here.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've got my glass of wine, and that's all well and good, but I wouldn't mind a tankard of bread neither. Can you pour that for me?
Yes, I can do that. Grabs that, pulls a tankard out of nowhere, and then pours, what is, for all intents and purposes, beer. And then hands it over, but as he hands it over, the beer solidifies into a loaf of bread.
Did you say bread?
I did, sir.
Waiter.
And
there's
would you look at that? I can tell now. The gods and yeast have brought me to the place where I am meant to be. This is a sign from the gods. You there, little man, deep gnome. What was your name again?
Never mind that. Before this place burns down, waiter. There's a bun in the oven.
It's okay. Gary is seeing to the bun in the oven.
Oh. Okay.
Something sounds suspicious with this shiny friend of ours. But I'll have a scotch, thanks.
Okay.
My name is though. It's lovely to meet you.
And you too.
Lovely to meet you too, sir.
Oh, everyone's talking to me.
my good lizard friend there, you look pretty familiar with this place. What can you tell me about it? Tell me about its secrets. I wish to uncover its deepest, darkest secrets.
Nine wanders off to serve one of the other groups of adventurers. They call him over.
Or not.
Sorry.
Whatever. If you don't feel like talking, of course, maybe one of your friends. Hey, and he waves over to the other people. He waves to Zelnan, and he waves to whoever else is there. Come on over. There's plenty of bread to go around. No, wait, no, sorry, not bread. Plenty of drinks to go around. The bread's mine. Don't touch it, or I might have to kill you. No, but take a seat. You there with the 2 drinks. You look like you're a good time.
I'm always having a good time. What did you say your name was, young lady?
Oh, me. My name is Baccaran. Some people call me the bread butcher, but let's like I was talking to this young lady right here, like I told her I've never been a butcher before. I was a baker for a while, but never a butcher. So,
You see that?
I go by Zelnan.
This is Elfolk. You do see the facial hair on him, don't you?
You do see the high heels and skirt, and that's tends
Yes.
to be what I noticed first.
Okay.
let's not get too caught up in titles and all that kind of nonsense. We're all friends here, aren't we? And he turns and he stares deeply into the eyes of Siltzer. Maybe for an uncomfortably long period of time.
Siltzer returns the stare.
He gives you a wry smile.
At this point, the dwarven woman that had been sitting at the head of the meat hall, Baron, wanders over to where you guys are and addresses Zell. And she's like, are you going to get underway soon?
I reckon there's a good fair chance that I'm going to finish this drink, and then I'm going to fill up this drink, and then we'll head off, yeah? Thing is, the shorties over here, and he'll gesture to insert previous games group, they're going to sit around here and be useless. But we found some new friends, and
I've asked them to complete another task for me while you travel through the portal. It's fine.
like I said, they're going to sit here and be useless, and we'll go and suss out this portly doodle.
Oh,
Excellent.
you didn't say there would be doodles involved.
Well, it's a portly doodle. What you want to do about it? It's just
Well-
what it's going to be.
I don't judge doodles by their size.
Or girth.
Or girth, thank you.
Yeah.
Or shriveledness.
All this shriveledness, mate, no, even a deep gnome doodle has its worth.
Or their slender length.
By the way, madame, my name is Thur. This is an honor to meet you. I had something. I see that the waiters walked off there serving more people. There's a bun in the oven. It's going to be burnt by this point in time.
Oh no! We're aware. Old Gary has taken it out of the oven. It's okay. It'll be served soon.
Oh, Gary, yes.
So, did you actually tell me this? I'm just curious. Did you live in a home with a lot of other people, like around about your age or something like that?
Who are you talking to?
Talk about the.
A home. I lived.
You know, it's okay. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry that beautiful, bold little head of yours. Now,
Yes.
dwarven lady, you were saying something about a portal doodle or something. I wasn't really paying attention.
Yes. Zelnan and Silta here have agreed to gather a party to travel through this gateway that's appeared to try and figure out the mess we're in and free us from this curse of being stuck where we are.
A curse.
Will you be joining him or them?
Well,
I did notice that the bar bot said we couldn't leave, yet there's a front door. Is there an issue?
Yes. It seems that since the spell was cast, and we were moved from the tavern to here, that anyone who tries to leave gets turned around and ends up back at the front doors.
Oh, well, that's Bollywash. Thur's gonna make his way over.
No, that's me.
I am rather skilled at opening doors, so I'll show you how it's done.
He does have a +10 to his door opening skills.
Excellent. So you're gonna open the doors?
Yeah.
Yep, they'll open, and the path will stretch out before you.
Yeah. I'll make my way.
All right. And so as you head down the path, the tavern. Right, how far are you gonna go? Like, you gonna just keep going?
I'm gonna keep walking in the shadow behind me. See, I told you so.
As you look over your shoulder, the tavern has disappeared. You can't see it anymore. But then as you keep walking, within minutes, it appears again in front of you.
7, 6, 5. Here we go. Get ready.
And then you appear back at the front doors.
Hey, that's a good trick. I like that one. Do it again. Do it again, little man.
Do what again? It's lovely to meet you. My name's Thup.
Oh, right.
I told you.
My name's Siltzar, and this gentleman next to me, he said his name's the Bread Butcher. He doesn't look like much of a baker.
Oh, lovely to meet you, Bread Butcher, snake person.
My name's not Bread Butcher. It's Silksa.
Zeldin, we're gonna have a good time here, mate.
I reckon you're a whole bunch of screwed up, so I think we're gonna have a great time.
Let's go, you silly old fool. Let's get to the portal.
I reckon we might need a bit more of an introduction to these fellow companions, Mr. Simpson.
Who's this green fellow?
That's a good question, because we know who this bread butcher is. Baccarat the bread butcherer, who's not actually a bread or a butcher, I'm so told. But there's a little green fellow here, he's looking at me kind of side-eyed. And we seem to have someone more concerned about buns in or around ovens.
Is there a bun in the oven?
I believe there was at some point, but it's safe now. Gary's got the oven under control. He's old.
Fuck is Gary?
Look, you know Gary or you don't know Gary, but everyone knows Gary, so it's fine. If you don't know him, you do know him. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Actually, Farron interjects. I don't know that everybody knows Gary, but old Gary knows everybody.
Trust me, don't ask. You'll be here forever.
I mean, on a list of people that Gary knows and Gary doesn't know, it's a short list, but those who know Gary is also a very long list. So, Gary's a good bloke.
This is true. Okay, well, I'll let you finish your introductions and meet me outside when you're ready to go. The portal stones, the circle is just out the back.
Before you go, is there anything around here or anyone who we should know about?
Well, you can see there are other adventurers here. They would probably be better off, introducing themselves. But if you have any adventuring supply needs, you might speak to Varen or Nevin over by the cauldron over there. They're our resident alchemist and scroll scribe. Or in the back corner, you may wish to speak to Wahlberg. He's a Fletcher. He can sort you out with ammunition, bows. He's the green Aarakocra fellow up in the back corner there. And the rather tall fellow wrapped in robes, his name is Kevror.
Oh, right. I feel like I've seen him before somewhere.
It's entirely possible. People come here from all over the place. He had quite the story of a strange encounter underground with a mind flayer before he made his way here. But we're not quite sure we believe it all because he says the mind flayer ate his brain, but he still seems to have one. It's quite strange.
I've heard that about mind flayers. Filthy creatures. But
yes, indeed.
Their bodies are much too slender to fill them with much bread at all.
I would imagine that is true, yes.
Look, he may be telling the truth. I had my brain eaten once.
And how did that go for you, young man?
Oh, it was terribly awful. Okay.
I'll just point out that Farron called him young man because she's easily 3 times his age.
Gonna get up and start stepping on the table.
Oh, hey,
You.
watch me drink.
Who are you? I'm probably like head level with you because of my size.
My name, good sir. I fling my arm out with my cloak, revealing my bongos, which I drum left-handed. I'm Klesh Pesadillo, adventurer extraordinaire.
Oh, I was an adventurer once as well.
Were you an extraordinaire adventure, though? That's what we want to know. Because if you weren't, then you're not quite as good as my new best friend, Clash. Clash! It's nice to meet you.
Some like bits of recognition come in Thus' eyes. Klesh, would you be able to play a little song for me? I remember something of my days now that you ask about it.
If you give me the name, I'll do my best to recall.
No, just a tune. I'll do the singing myself. I have rather an elegant voice.
By all means.
So, imagine this. Deep gnome running into combat, turning into all types of creatures. It's a special innate power that I have. Dinosaurs, dragons, elementals, chickens. And then when they would stare deep into my eyes. My name is the Thesaurus, and I will make you a thesaurus. Listen to this chorus, and look into the eye of Horus. You'll be saying restore us, and my mother's name is Dolores, along with my father, Morris. He once fought Chuck Norris, but he never found mother's clitoris.
Oh, look out! You spilt my bloody drink, you idiot! Get off the damn table!
It's something along those lines, and can climb off the table slowly, embarrassed that he's kind of forgotten it.
Flesh stands up and applauds. There, you are truly a skilled orator.
Thank you. What's your name? Sorry?
My name is Klesh Pesadillo.
Lovely.
Alright, what a merry bunch of folk we are. Very good. I've got some good new some good new friends. We have an adventure to go on. We have a mysterious portal to go through. Whoa, this sounds like an adventure in the making, good friends. But for the sake of expediency, shall we? He stands up, pushing the bench loudly back behind him with the back of his knees. He holds up his drink that's full of a bread roll now that Thirst spilt his other drink all over the table. And he says, "To adventure!"
Does he actually drink the bread?
Well, he pretends to drink the bread, and then he pulls the piece of bread out of the mug, and he tries to stuff it into his already too full Hessian bag.
Adventure!
Alright, so Farron will lead the party out to the back of the mead hall, and it's not on the map here, but just out through the back doors and up the trail a little way, there's a teleportation circle inscribed into the ground. And she'll perform a short ritual, and the portal will spring to life, swirling with blue, purple magical energy.
Ah, I like that color.
And it is large enough for all of you to step through whenever you are ready.
As Siltzer starts following everyone towards the portal, he says quite softly underneath his breath is sort of humming, and he can barely audibly hear. In West Siltzadelphia, born and raised. In the playground is where I spend most of my days. No, it's not quite the same. Ah, damn it. And just follows on.
Okay.
And that's how hip-hop was born, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, so I'm assuming everyone's stepping through the portal?
Yes.
Oh,
Excellent.
ladies first, he says.
That's a giant robot.
Ooh.
Oh my god, that guy grew
Well-
5 times his size. Hey,
Okay, so
maybe the drinks are 5 times the size.
as you appear, the portal closes, and the energy dissipates around you, and you are standing in a similarly marked teleportation circle, but it has these triangle markings around the outside of it instead of on the inside. And there seem to be 3 pedestals surrounding it. You can see the 3 circles that are there that have different glyphs on them. And then standing off to one side is an exact replica of number 9, except ginormous. Like, just checking, its size is huge, so like giant sized.
You still got the magical drink bottles though, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay then.
100%, but these bottles are easily, each of them are the size of each of you. And he looks down and he's like, "Oh, welcome. My name is number 13. You may have met my counterpart, number 9, on your way here. He doesn't know that I'm here, but I am here."
All right, we'll tell him.
If counterpart, like your sibling, brother?
You could say that, yes.
Should he know where you are? It's if he doesn't know, that's a sad sight.
Well, I am hoping you can help. See, the portal you just came through only goes one way. You will not be able to return, and neither can I. I can't go and see my brother. So, here's what I need from you. You can see around there are 3 more teleportation circles. Through each one of these, you will find an artifact. I need you to bring the 3 of them back and place them on the pedestals. That should unlock the portal and remove the curse.
Oh, lovely.
That seems rather simple. What's the
Well-
catch?
I have no idea what's on the other side of those portals. I can't seem to get them to work for me.
Oh, right. So how do you know that we can get them to work?
Because that is what I was told when I was brought here by the crazy wizard.
A crazy wizard. You hear that, guys? There's a crazy wizard. Where's he now?
Gone.
Can we simply not use magic to remove the curse?
You could try, but I don't think it will work. The wizard said this was the only way to break the curse.
Yes, but wizards are rather daft. They think they know everything. Do any of us here have a way to remove curses?
Oh,
I
well,
can remove memories and brain cells, but that's the battle I got.
I could ask the gods in yeast for their blessing, but they tend to want their good faithful to sort the problems out for themselves. So, unless
Leave it to
anyone
God.
else,
Leave it to gods to be useless.
Your gods in yeast just leave it for you to rise on your own. Then is that what you're saying?
that's right. They say the world is like an oven, and we are the baked goods.
Oven. That rings a bell for some reason.
Right, yes, you were in an oven earlier, and I was eating a bun. Don't you remember?
Yes, definitely. Okay, well, Mr. Big, friend with the brother.
My name is number 13.
You don't want to be my friend?
I do want to be your friend. I was
Okay.
just saying my name is number 13, not Mr. Big.
Well, Mr. Big.
I
Which
don't
circle-
sing to be with you. That is not my name.
Which circle do you think we should go through?
I do not know. That is up to you.
Well, you've been here the entire time. You haven't tried going through any of them yourself?
I have tried to go through all of them, but they do not work for me.
Oh. Well, you're screwed.
Eeny,
That is why
meeny,
I asked for
miny,
your help.
moe. Catch a deep gnome by the toe. If he yells, poison him. If he dies, take his stuff. All right, we're going on the one up on that hill over there. Oh, at least I'm going to go have a look. You guys do whatever you want. He's going to go have a look at that one.
Because it's shiny.
The one to the east?
I'll get through.
Yep.
Sweet.
Can I have a look?
Yep, absolutely. It's a teleportation circle. It lights up as you get closer, and the portal appears.
Anything I can do to try and identify anything about this teleportation circle? Maybe its point of origin, the magic used to cast it?
Give me an Arcana check.
All right. Not gonna lie, probably not my best check. Let's have a look. Arcana. Oh, well, not too bad. Arcana. Well, not a great roll either. 12.
Look, it's very hard to determine what kind of magic originated it. Like, it appears to be a pretty, like, if you've ever been to like a place of magic where there's standard teleportation circles exist, that some magic waters might have, then you would recognize it as a fairly standard teleportation circle. It's just weird that it activated on its own.
Right. Stand back.
Yeah.
This is a teleportation circle. It's a standard one. I've tangled with these before.
Look, it's all perfectly fine. There's a surefire way to guarantee you know exactly what's going on with every single teleportation circle. And so we'll step into the middle of it.
Yep.
I was going to suggest sending the senile deep gnome, because he won't remember anyway, but no, that works. That works just fine.
Well, he's gone. I did have an idea. I was going to beast sense a creature and send a bug through first, and... Okay, and I'm going to start stepping through as well.
Alright, so everyone's going through?
Oh.
Sure.
Okay, alright.
Not gonna split the party?
No, Baccaran's going to go to the one to the north. No, it's alright, he's going with you.
Oh dear. Excellent. Alright. What do we have here? All of these things. Excellent. We will switch the map over.
Don't like to say how you said all of these things. That's disturbing. Before we get into it, I should mention, Mark, DM, or Lord of the game, that Baccaran is currently sporting 120 feet of dark vision, can see anything that's invisible, can see into the ethereal plane, and nothing can creep up behind him.
Wow, how are you doing that?
With the cloak that he's currently wearing.
I thought it was the breadstick. Was it the magical baguette of sight?
The bread's for later.
Alright, so just to clarify, you can see things that are invisible, and nothing can sneak up behind you.
Correct. Yes, because he can see all around him. He can see all around him at all times.
Also, Mark, I speak Gnomish.
Excellent.
For what it's worth, he also can't stop himself from seeing things if it goes off as like a flashbang or whatever.
Yeah,
stop it.
Yeah.
Don't cast light on me.
Damn it, so the other thing to clarify then, so what is your passive perception?
19.
Okay. Excellent. This is good. Well, you find yourselves, you materialize, the portal dissipates again like it did before, and it's gone. You don't seem to have a way back, at least for the time being. You find yourself in what appears to be a cavern. It's not completely dark, but it's not well lit either, and there doesn't seem to be a source of light. It's ambient kind of glow, like a ruddy kind of yellow glow going on. So everything around you is dim light, and basically the area you're in, the walls rise up about 20-30 feet and cover over again in similar kind of rock to what you're surrounded by. You can see the path opens up a little bit to the left there. Now, just so you're aware, each of the squares in this grid is 10 feet. Just so I wanted to make enough room in the map for moving about and things like that.
Modbrew makes a good point. He says I could argue for a +5 to my passive perception for the advantage I get on perception rolls.
Why could you make that argument? Convince me.
Um,
Why technically? Technically, it means there's a rule.
I'll give him the help action with this as disadvantage in dim light gives you a -5.
Ah. So we'll just level it out.
We'll cut the difference and make it a passive perception of 20.
Well,
And that's why we have Christian here.
I like the 19 that you already had.
Oh, all right, fine.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the DM. You're the DM. I'll allow it.
I'll allow it.
We're having
As
fun.
we enter here, Thud is going to just run around to everyone quickly and like rip off a hair on either like their legs or toes or wherever he can kind of grab from.
My
Sorry.
sideburn.
I need this for a second from everyone. Obviously the auntie may not have hair, so just a scale tugs it and pulls it off of your flesh. And then is going to cast Pass Without a Trace on all of us.
Oh, very nice.
There we go. And let's talk about Pass Without a Trace. What does that give you, Christian?
So as I do cast it on everything, kind of from all, you see that the bits of hair and the one scale kind of like droop away into my hand, into like black ichor. The black ichor then falls onto the ground and starts spreading out in all directions and starts slowly covering everyone's feet, like the bottom of your soles. While you're stepping on this, have a little...
I stepped on it. What is this? He tries scraping it off like he stepped in a piece of poo.
Well, if you have a look at this, it would usually be quite loud, but instead, he's going to step around completely silent.
Oh, look at that.
These are me good thongs, all right. And if you're going to get black ichor on them, I'd really appreciate the heads up next time.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just so you know, there's black ichor on your thongs.
Yeah, we're all acutely aware of this right now.
You got his VB thongs all dirty.
They're a special promotional item. They're very rare. Okay, you have no idea how many cases I had to drink to cut out the barcodes and send away from these things.
Tell me,
All right.
do you have one of those bread clips holding it together because it fell apart 2 weeks after you bought it?
Obviously, it's a Coke can pull ring, and it was less than a week.
Of course, yes. Sorry, as you were.
Yeah, you'll all need to stay fairly close to me, and if you do, this new sole on your shoes will keep you nice and quiet while we're doing our sneaky stuff.
Right. Well,
All right,
that's alley.
can I get stealth checks from everybody, please?
All right. So what do we get to our stealth? Is it +5 or
Plus
something?
10.
Right? +10.
Plus 10.
All right. Okay. Good. Stealth. Right. There you are.
That is a 30.
Oh, I rolled poorly. It's 29 for me.
Oh, I rolled poorly. I only got one off of a 30.
33 for Clash.
Jeez.
It pays to be stealthy when you carry around bongo drums.
Really does. Apparently so. All right, that's pretty good. All right, yep. You guys are cool.
And I would highly recommend allowing Baccaran to move ahead, just above the table.
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, okay.
All right. If you guys would like to begin exploring,
All right.
I
Now,
will
gentlemen,
reveal some more things.
I generally work best alone. Now, it's very nice to have made some new friends, but for the sake of expediency, just allow me to have a look first before you all come running in and bonking things with your hammers and drums, okay?
No, but that's a good idea. I have a pretty bad eyesight now.
Please go ahead, but if there is a sausage sizzle, you must let us know.
Of course, yes. I'll supply the bread. little in-joke. And Baccaran will move ahead up to the corner over here, keeping low as he does, keeping quiet, and he's just going to look further down into the cavern and see what he sees.
Okay, you'll be able to see up to there. What did you say your dark vision was? 120 feet?
120 feet, yes.
Yeah, more than
so I
enough.
can
Be able to
probably-
see down there.
Might be able to
That's
send
all
it.
good.
No, I can't send it to you.
Okay.
But yeah.
And you can also see, so like you see this little ridge that's hang on, let me grab this little ridge over here where I've marked that circle.
Yes.
So you can see that sort of like, you can see across that. It looks like it drops down into darkness below. So you can't really see down in there, but you can see that it does extend further. That's not a wall, that's a drop.
Alright. It's not a wall, guys. That is in fact a drop. And he's going to move up to the corner over there, and he's going to hunker down behind the rock and look around the corner. And he's going to listen and see if he can hear anything.
Well, for a start, you're going to be able to see all of this stuff here, and as soon as you step around the corner, you will notice this guy waiting for you.
Oh.
Everyone roll initiative.
Okay. That's fun. He was a very stealthy boy.
Well, he was hidden behind a rock that you hadn't moved around yet.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, that'd be.
But he was actively hiding, but your passive perception beat it. So as soon as you had line of sight, that's why you're not getting surprised.
Oh, well, good thing I get advantage on that, because that was a horrible roll. There we
Some
go.
of these initiative rolls beg to differ about whether we were surprised or not.
Yeah, they really do.
Are you able to change my... Because we noticed him and it wasn't a surprise round. I used guidance on my initiative. Are you able to change it to a 21?
I can certainly do that.
Oh, also, we can't be surprised, so do keep that in mind.
Yeah. Okay, so what are Baccaran and Thut's dexterity modifiers?
+3.
Baccaran, just 1 moment while I change to this. +4 to Dex.
+4. All right. Do you know how I move something in the initiative order?
Just type in a different number.
Yeah, that's what I do as well.
All right. Yeah.
Pretend that I got like a 23.
Yeah.
23, 22,
So,
21.
well, Baccaran's going to be the highest. I'll give him 22. Nolan's at 20, and I'll put the opponent at 20 because he has a lower dex modifier than the two of you. All right. So Baccaran, you are first up. You are face to face with this rather large-looking creature that has, like you can see the jaws and stuff on it, but it's got 2 sets of arms. One of them is a smaller set of arms, just like a lower set that have a 3-fingered hand, and then the other one is much larger with 2 big claws on the end. It's got 4 feet and spines and armor and all sorts of nastiness. I will send the image to the game log so that people can see it. That is what you are facing. Go for your life.
Half crab, half dragon.
All right. Doesn't take a turn. Amazing. Sneak attack. All right. So, as a bonus action, he will draw an arrow, dip it into a small pouch that he has on his belt. And as he draws it forth, you can see this shimmering green liquid coating the tip of his arrow. He knocks the arrow into the short bow, which he rips off of his shoulder, draws back, takes aim, and lets fly his first shot.
Excellent.
With
Roll
advantage.
Why with advantage?
Because he is an assassin and gets advantage on the attack if they haven't acted yet in this round of combat.
Excellent.
Let's have a look.
So you're going to get that every round.
Oh, not every round. Sorry, just at the beginning of combat. So he hasn't acted yet,
yep.
but because I get to go
Yep.
first, I get advantage on that attack. So
He has metaphorically caught the Glabrezu with its pants down.
metaphorically, with its metaphorical pants down around its ankles and its metaphorical phallus.
So what I'll say,
doesn't have
since it was kind of waiting for you, because I heard you guys fucking talking shit as you were trying to figure out what was going on. It was trying to ambush you, but with your amazing perceptive skills, it wasn't able to, and you reacted so quickly that you didn't have a chance to do anything.
That's not good.
Oh, but
17.
it's good enough. It
Is it?
is good enough. Just.
Oh, thank the gods for that, because that would have been wasted otherwise. All right, so let's roll some damage. He is going to get sneak attack damage, but let's start with the short bow damage. So that's...
Doesn't assassinate give you auto crit?
Yeah.
That's if they're surprised.
Oh,
If they don't know that we're there. So I'm assuming he knows we're here. So,
Yes, definitely.
so 10 points of piercing damage to start us off. 7 points of poison damage on top of that.
Okay,
Go on, say
is your short bow magical?
It is.
It is, okay. So the arrow sticks into his shoulder. And
Wait for it.
you can see that he does take full damage from the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like that definitely does what it seems to, but it doesn't seem like there's any extra effect
Are you
from
sure
the
about
poison that you coated it with. I am 100% sure.
You ignore resistance to poison damage, can apply poison to a weapon, and so on and so forth.
Oh! You ignore you ignore resistance, do you?
Oh, so it's immune to poison damage?
Yeah.
Alright, well, used one of those. Well, gentlemen, looks like we chose the wrong portal. Okay, but he will take a little bit of sneak attack damage.
And I promise you, Sven, ahead of time, I determined which direction would be which portal or would go to which map.
Yes, I
So-
trust you.
Maybe he has a vulnerability to yeast.
Looks like you got a yeast infection. You're welcome.
Coat your arrow in yeast.
10 points
hell's
of
that 3D?
sneak attack damage.
Ah, yes, excellent. So he will also take all of that.
And then, as his move action, he is going to run over back the way he came.
Yeah, fair.
That's the end of his turn.
All right. So next up we have
Thuh turns his head towards him. Ah, hi, I see another worthy opponent. My name is Thuh. Thesaur, and starts accidentally wild shaping as he tries to do his speech, and starts turning into a Allosaurus as his arm starts cracking out, leg starts cracking out, and Thesaurus, the Allosaurus, as he was known in his heydays, but he's forgotten that at this point in time. Head starts breaking and going from the small creature he is to a huge-sized Allosaurus. With moon druids and for all those wild shapers out there, if you want to make yourself...
Did you say huge sized?
No, let me just check.
It's coming up as large by default.
Large sized.
Right.
But with wild shaping, I'm pretty sure, let me just double check. You get to choose the how the creature looks like.
Yeah.
So so everyone's unique in different ways. My Allosaurus is red-skinned with blue highlights. I basically made him look like the Carnosaurs from Warhammer. So a lovely little mini here. For what he looks
Cool. Yeah, nice.
as I transform into that, and I'm going to, with my now 50 feet of, 60 feet of movement, I'm going to back up, and then charge up to him in a straight line 30 feet. Getting back for a running start, scraping the ground, and then charging towards him, so I can activate the pounce feature. So I can move 30 feet in a straight line towards a creature, and hit them with a claw attack. On the same turn, they must then make a strength save or be knocked prone, If the target is not prone, I then also make a bite attack against them. So,
Okay.
I'm going to run up and attempt to hit it with my claw first.
Does your claw count as a magical weapon?
Yes, because I'm a moon druid.
Excellent.
So it's a +6 to hit. Boppa boom, boppa bing. That is that is an 8 to hit.
Not great.
So
Yeah,
I
no.
run up slamming into the wall, pouncing and smashing into the ground instead. And that is Thus' turn.
You all just hear like really twisted, like guttural laughter in your heads.
That's everything.
That's his turn. Okay then. All right, let me just have a quick look here. Oh Jesus. Okay, let's do that.
Never
so
good
he's going. He's going to start by looking down at this. I guess looking at this Allosaurus creature, wouldn't be looking down. Growling, sort of smirking through its toothy maw, and then lashing out with both of its pincers. That's for a start.
Let them fight.
Yeah. Oh well, natural 1 on my first attack roll of the night, gents. So he missed with the first one. Second attack, 14.
Should mention,
What's your AC?
we have that health
My
potion and the wild magic surge on the table. DM, just so you know.
Excellent.
So I have across myself what transformed with me a magical barding that is now sort of looking like Aztec armor of like golden plates across the skin. My armor of the beasts. So my AC is currently 17, so that misses.
Excellent. All right, no worries. So both of those miss. So for his next trick, oh,
Will he
okay.
kill himself?
No.
The creature makes 2 attacks. One of them must be suicide.
No,
Pretty sure that's in the stat block.
That is not in the stat block. It actually says the Glabrazoo makes 4 up. So I've told you what this is now. This is a Glabrazoo, everybody. It's a demon.
Man, also it says it on the token, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to put the names on those things. So it makes 4 attacks, 2 with its pincers and 2 with its fists. Alternatively, it makes 2 attacks with its pincers and casts 1 spell. So this thing is then with its hands going to weave them together in an approximation of a magical gesture, and then extend a finger towards. At this point, it can only see you, so extend a finger towards the and cast power word stun. So power word stun. I will send to the game log here.
Good thing you've got such good saving throws, though.
Right, you speak a word of power that can overwhelm the mind of one range. Dumbfounded. If the target has 150 hit points or fewer, it is stunned. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. The stunned target must make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, the stunning effect ends. It does not, however, honor that it'll be on casting, but you don't get to make that until the end of your next turn.
Yeah,
Until
so
then, you are stunned. Yes. And then for its movement, which is how far? That far? Excellent. It is going to be a smart motherfucker and back the fuck up. And now I can see the rest of you. So next we have Mr. Zelnan. I'm just going to reset the round to 1 and move us down to Zel. There we go. You're up.
Well, Baines, well, he's being smart and retreating. Zell's going to be the opposite of that. Because, quite frankly, that just thing came around the corner. It startled Zell. He spilled a bit of his drink, and that shit's just not going to fly. So,
I know.
Going to how far away is he?
Oh, what's his name is gone as well.
What's
And
gone?
Not that it affects combat. Pass without a trace because I'm stunned, so I lose concentration on it.
Ah, yes.
No, all good. We're at 40. So I am going each of these is 10 foot, yeah? So,
Yes.
so the measurement on the rule is still correct. Okay.
Yes.
That's a bit shit then.
Reason he backed up.
But I
Sorry,
mean,
Dal.
you've moved him like literally 10 feet out of my range.
Yeah.
That's rude. I mean, why would you do that? It forces me to do something suboptimal.
I know.
On the way up, we are going to bonus action rage because barbarian, and we're going to keep Jimmy B and Jackie D stowed for the moment, and we are going to, for the sake of it, stick a javelin in his face.
Alright.
Ranged.
Yes, it's weak to being stabbed in the face. That's its weakness.
Magical or mundane javelin?
If you've got no follow-up questions, it's the most magical javelin you've ever seen.
So mundane?
Oh, very much so.
Yep, it hits.
Yep, cool. And it does a whole bunch of bugger all damage.
+2.
No, it's range, so range.
Oh,
9
right.
halved to 4.
You
Obviously,
don't
it
have
is
to say that.
resistant.
You
What?
don't have to say it's half to 4.
I know.
Knew it, but my soul didn't need to hear it. Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Oh,
No,
look
he's
at that.
making as menacing as he can to the big puppy dog here with his pincers out.
Alright.
We've
Next.
got this.
Silza.
Silza is going to step out from the shadows for a moment here, and he's going to cast Emboldening Bond on the 3 nearest companions to him, which will forge an empowering bond among people who are at peace with one another. As an action, I can choose a number of the 3 willing creatures, being my mates here.
So everyone would know.
Yeah, because he's too far away. He just ran straight ahead, which I'd say is about bloody time too.
I feel very peaceful towards you, lizard man. I just wanted to say that. I've never felt so peaceful.
Yeah, but I think the important thing is that, well, not my dog jumping on me. That's not the important thing. But you get a bit of an advantage there. You get to roll a d4 and add the number rolled to an attack roll or an ability check or a saving throw. So have fun with that.
So we get an extra D4, sorry?
Is that a one-time
correct.
use or is that persistent?
I believe it's persistent.
Concentration.
I haven't read the whole thing, and it's not concentration based.
How long does it last?
How about
Yeah,
I
let's-
just drop that in there? Is
Let's
that
do
easier?
that.
10 minutes at last, so.
Yeah, 10 minutes. It's pretty good.
Oh.
Pretty good little trick there. And I get to use it 3 times. And after that, I'm going
Each creature can add the d4 no more than once per turn, though. So you can only do it once
per turn. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
And
Right.
then he's going to scurry back, slither his way back to here behind everyone else because
Mhm.
he's a bit sus.
No, this is my rock.
right.
I know we're peaceful together, but this is my rock. Go find your own rock.
Get out there!
Is it a
You got
concentration
those.
for you or no?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll take
As
that.
an
I
action, choose a number. No.
To add some help for the DM, I was just adding the condition ring, so I put blessed on all of us basically.
Thank you
Amazing.
very much.
Thank you.
You didn't
No.
add it for some reason.
Yeah, look,
Hilarious. Alright, is that your turn, Silver? Where'd he go?
I'm guessing that is. He
Okay,
did say he was
cool.
going to step back and then end it there.
Yeah, alright, sweet.
Drop
So,
music.
yeah. Clash, you're up, buddy.
Clash will step forward to stand beside his dinosaur friend. Yeah, and I'll drum on my drums, giving bardic inspiration. So
Thank- God.
to Thesaurus, the Allosaurus, and I shout out to the demon, "Hold, friend! Asmodeus is sent up. I'm gonna try to deceive this fellow."
And what language did you say that in?
I said it in
Russian.
Common, goblin, or undercommon. So I'll go undercommon.
Okay. Fair enough. Make a deception check with disadvantage because he doesn't understand you. We'll make that contested.
He used the universal language of music, Mark. I thought you, of all people, would understand that.
Well, this is why I'm letting him do it.
Look,
Even a
it's music.
Glabrezu can understand some good vibrations.
20.
Oh, wait. You can also add a D4 to it.
Add a D4.
Right.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
No, I can't because I've used my. I wouldn't. Isn't doing.
No, the D4 comes from it's an ability check, so the D4 comes from Siltzer from the Peace Cleric ability. So yeah, you can add that if you like.
Shit. Less one roll.
Oh,
23.
All right, so because you beat his insight by so much, like he got an 11. Like
No,
just
it's right.
like not great, you know. So he's going to sort of tilt its head and just sort of look at you. You're not sure yet what effect this is going to have, but something might happen on its turn. Baccarat, you're up. Oh, if you were done, Clash, was that everything?
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah.
What did you say?
He said that you've been sent by Asmodeus.
Okay.
Remember, you speak undercommon. Otherwise, you made a whole bunch of weird noises.
Yeah.
Glabrezu.
Back around.
Oh, what? Huh? Me? It's me. My turn. All right.
Yeah, you're playing this game.
Yes. No. Sorry. I didn't hear anything. I was too busy doing stupid things in the chat. All right. Back around the bread butcher now. I'm imagining the Glabrezu cannot see me where I am.
No,
No.
No.
you're behind things.
All right.
I mean, it has true sight, but you're behind a thing.
I'm
so-
behind a thing.
Also,
Okay.
did you notice the head tilt while you were did you listen to what's his name's turn? Clash?
Yes. No. Yes. I didn't quite understand what was happening.
Clash tried to convince the Glabrezu that Asmodeus has sent you in Undercommon. Now, the Glabrezu doesn't speak Undercommon, but Clash's deception check was so much higher than the
Wonderful.
Glabrezu's insight check that it kind of has tilted its head and like looked at him quizzically for a moment as if he's contemplating whatever he just said.
The one word that he probably did understand is Asmodeus, because that wouldn't be different in another language.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's why he's like, what?
All right. Then, as a bonus action, back around the bread butcher shall hide.
Yeah.
So, do you need a stealth check from him?
Yes, please.
All right.
Why
Here
not?
we go. Give us a good roll. God damn it! What is with these rolls tonight?
I mean, reasonable.
14. You know what? This is my turn, so I'm going to add my 1d4 to that too, just for just to be sure. So 17 in total for his stealth check as he ducks down behind some outcropping of rock.
You feel
Yeah.
pretty confident that you're well hidden.
All right.
Being a baker, I knew your rolls would be good, mate.
Yes. Bakers are good at
Right.
hiding.
Is that all for your turn? Or did you have some kind of action?
No, I don't think there's anything here that I want to do apart from maybe just move further away from the deadly creature.
Okay.
That should do it for him.
Excellent. You're up, buddy. You are stunned, however, so we're going to need a Constitution saving throw.
And the bad thing with this is I use the Allosaurus's con save, not mine, and mine is +10. It says only a +6. I am more constitutional as a deep gnome than an Allosaurus.
Wow.
Okay, so let's roll this. I'm going to add the D4 to it.
And the D8 from Bardic Inspiration as well, if you want, yes?
I'll see if I need it. I might need it. So that's going to be a 11 plus 6.
17?
17. I'm going to use it just because I want to be safe. D8.
I believe so.
That's a 5. So it's going to be a 22 on my con save.
Yeah, that's enough. So at the end of your turn, you check free of the stunning effect, and you will be good to act again on your next turn.
It's my turn.
Alright. So at the beginning of the Glabrazoo's next turn, it's going to sort of like look at you all and just say in Abyssal, Asmodeus, what about him? Do any of you speak Abyssal?
Well, hey, guess what? Someone does speak Abyssal.
Ah. Excellent.
I speak Gnomish.
Does general undercommon count?
No, Undercommon does not count. It needs to be Abyssal. I'm guessing is that background that speaks Abyssal.
Let me have a look here. Sneak attack. I had it somewhere. Where did I have it?
Change
Languages.
the
There we go. Yep, you can speak, read, and write Common and Abyssal.
Excellent. Well, you understand that the Glabrazoo has just asked what that was that Klesh was saying about Asmodeus.
And I
I'll
poke
give you
my
an
head around the
opportunity to
corner.
respond.
Just no, not even poking my head around the corner. Just staying where he is. The Glabrezu will hear a voice call back, and wait. So I just need to clarify something here. It's speaking to me in Abyssal, right?
Yeah.
Not Infernal.
No, in Abyssal.
In Abyssal. Now, if Baccaran speaks Abyssal, he'd probably understand the difference between
Yes, I would say so.
demons and devils. What does he get a kind of sense of why this creature is asking? Is he asking because it's angry or what? Can I do an insight check maybe?
Give me a. I mean, yeah, insight or religion.
Religion? Let's have a look. Can I choose which one I like best?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, they're both absolute shithouse. So we'll go with insight. Alright, so 15.
Yeah, good enough. You can tell that this guy is a demon. Now, I'm assuming Asmodeus, king of demons, yes?
Asmodeus is the king of devils, if I'm not mistaken. Not demons.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case,
They're mortal
Well, he would-
enemies.
Yeah, he would know him and fear him though. Asmodeus is like fucking kingpin to
Yeah.
him.
yeah. So, well, in that case, you'll get a sense that he's wary, and wondering if he looks like he might be hesitant to continue attacking, but you're not sure.
Baccaran will call out in Abyssal and he'll say, yes, sure, the Lord of Devils, Asmodeus himself, sent us as a forward scouting party into this realm, but we have come to make a deal with you, O Abyssal Lord. O Lord of Demons, please hear us out. We've come to treaty with you, instead of doing what Asmodeus said we should do, which was to
Okay.
try and kill you.
Okay. Why has it moved up?
Because I'm guessing by this point, with the amount of talking going on, we're like out of combat and it's just now like roleplay seeing what's happening. I was stunned. I didn't know that any sort of peaceful thing happened. So Th is going to charge up for another pounce attack.
Oh no!
Okay. So simultaneously, I want a deception check from Baccaran.
Alright, deception check.
And then I'll allow one attack from the.
Oh no, Asmodeus sent his Allosaurus to do his bidding. We have no control over him.
Yep, alright, so make your attack, and then the Glabrazoo's turn's gonna resume, and we're back into normal combat order, because that blew it.
Damn it.
Oh, look, I was gonna go along for it, but I woke up after all of this. That's a 17 to hit with the pounce.
That hits.
Okay, so I'm also just gonna quickly roll the attack for the bite as I push it to the ground and try to gnaw his throat. That's
Then I make a strength check first, strength saving throw. What's the DC?
13, not the same.
It's a success, so he saves.
And then he takes this plus 4. Okay, so he takes 12 from the claws. The bite smashes into a stone beside him, and that's it. As I'm just in front of him now.
Back around calls out. He's not with us. No, I don't know him.
Yeah, too late for that stuff, buddy. Alright, so it is the Glabrazoo's turn. And at this point, it's pissed off, and it's got 2 motherfuckers in front of it. Let's see indeed. What does that do? Oh, that's cool. Alright, so it's going to cast a spell before it does anything. Again, the bottom hands start doing the weird spellcasty sigilly thingies. It says a couple of words in Abyssal. You would recognize them, Sven, as just magic incantation kind of words.
Mm-hmm. No, but I want to hear it. I want to hear it role played.
Wastak Shadak!
Yay, you get inspiration.
Yay! And it casts the confusion spell. It will affect each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point I choose within range. So it's going to be our Allosaurus buddy and Zelnan.
Every time
both...
you get it to cast spells, all I imagine is Meet the Robinsons. I have a big head and little arms. It's just these 2 smaller hands casting spells.
Totally.
You know what? We should institute? We should institute a roll if we had a wild magic card on the table to see if it goes off.
I was just gonna say that's also going to go off, but yes, we will do that from now on. What shall we say? Percentile die.
I was just going to say a D6, and if it hits a certain number, it goes off.
Let's say a 4+ on a D6 from now on. It'll go off.
Which save is this, by the way?
Wisdom save.
Okay, I'm going to roll with advantage as I am a deep gnome.
Yeah.
Because I'm a barbarian.
And that is a 26 from Thur.
Alright, Thur makes the save. Zelnan does not.
10 makes the save. What are you talking about?
No, it doesn't. Alright, so Zel, you can't take reactions, and you must roll a d10 at the start of each of your turn to determine your behavior for that turn. When you roll them, we'll go through stuff.
I think Zel's actions are using his turn to kill the rest of his party members. They got him into combat, then ran away.
Yeah, probably.
Question. Could Zel add, just to ruin all your plans here, could he add his peace domain to that?
He could, but it wouldn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for being honest.
Oh, good. So that's that. So this doesn't mean you're otherwise advantage. You're not going to get advantage to attack you or anything. It's just your actions will be determined. So he's going to squeeze his way into this gap, have 2 pincer attacks, 1 at Thut and 1 at Zel. So Thut, this one is at you. 19?
That does hit.
Yay. And you're large size, yes?
Yes.
Okay. You will take 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
Is it piercing? Bludgeoning damage, sorry.
That doesn't make a difference to me.
And then, oh wow, it's actually not going to step any closer because it doesn't need to. It's got to reach at 10 feet. And then it's going to also attack Zell. I'm sorry, buddy, but that was a critical hit.
Rude.
Yeah.
Lingering injuries.
That. So we will
I
roll.
will use my reaction. Cast Silvery Barb.
Oh,
Yes!
Yeah.
Silvery
Right,
Barb!
Remind me what Silvery Barbs does?
It is OP.
I know it is.
And magically distract the Glabrazoo and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. You have to re-roll the d20 and use a lower roll.
You bastard. Okay, then.
You are the master of this contract.
Wow.
say.
Okay, so
I
the
do love my
Glabrazoo
reactions.
misses.
And
Well done.
the cherry on the cake is Zelnan now has advantage on his next attack roll or ability check or saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. All right,
Wait.
excellent.
Can you choose who you give it to with that? Because he can reckless attack. Could you give it to a certain?
What the
I guess
hell
I-
was that?
Hang on.
Above the
Yeah.
table and no metagaming, of course.
Yeah.
No.
No.
I'll go. I'm gonna check how wise I am. I'll wisdom roll it and see. If
Okay.
Alright, I like it.
Hey, look at
Yes!
Yeah, so old Dino Buddy gets it.
Oh.
All right. Well played. Well played.
Would you say
well-
inspiration well played?
Yes, actually, I think that's a good call. You can have some inspiration for that, Clash.
I do also think Hermes should have gotten that inspiration back in the tavern there when he got up on that table and did his rhyme.
Hey, I'll take it.
That was OP in itself.
You know what? Yeah, okay.
Some
All right. So that is the end of the Glabrazoo's turn, and it is now Zelnan's turn. I need you to roll a d10 for me, buddy.
Pleasure.
If you
That's
hit
the one.
me, I swear to God.
I mean, he's going to hit something. Which one is that? That's A. That's going
Not
to be.
necessarily, with confusion.
What's the one? Get me, coach.
Tell him what he's
The
won.
yeah, I need you to roll a d8. One being north.
He's gonna run in a random direction.
Please
Yeah.
don't get south. Please. One was north? Okay. Oh, wait, no.
What'd you roll?
6.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so you run straight at the Glabrazoo.
I was doing that anyway.
I know.
This could have
So,
been a lot worse if you ran down the cliffside that's directly beside
Yeah.
it.
Now it says here use all its movement to move in a random. Moving in that direction. Technically, be moving past the Glabrazoo.
You
Shot attack or like
You can't go through it. So
Yeah.
you can't pass through it.
So
He just
I would
steps up
say
to
you
it.
would just get stopped in front of it, but you take no action this turn. Is the other part of the action, and you can now make a wisdom save to attempt to break the effect at the end of your turn.
It would be nice if I had advantage on this save, but never mind. Just putting that one out there.
Hey, I mean, if the audience can easily give us a bunch of those things if you want to use some of your coins.
That's
Keep it out
right,
there.
guys. Redeem some crit coins. Give us. I was going to say give these guys some bonuses. You can redeem a health potion. You can redeem a advantage. You can redeem a natural 20 if you're feeling particularly generous.
You could give me a natural 20.
You could do that, but I don't know why. Thank you. Oh, look at that. Someone redeemed a bless.
Someone.
Someone. Should I allow it?
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
I thought we determined that players weren't allowed to, like current players weren't allowed to buy the natural.
Yep. Okay. There you go, guys. Redeem those crit coins. They're worth more than Bitcoin.
I mean, I could totally go and buy myself like 2 natural 20s right now if that rule.
No. Stop.
All right.
What do we
Well,
get?
we only get one natural 20 each game, so.
So.
Oh,
we have a
another
bless on
magic
the
surge.
table.
Oh, I forgot about the wild magic surge when he cast that spell.
All right. Shall we do a retroactive wild magic surge?
I think we shall, and Zell, obviously that wisdom save was.
Posture check, gentlemen.
Alright, who wants to roll the dice?
Oh, can I roll the dice?
Sure. Wild magic surge, please. What is it, a percentile?
Yes. D1 Huns
Please be
only.
fireball, please be fireball, please be fireball.
57. Please be turned into a pot plant.
Sounds like the band diva.
Ah,
What did we win?
I don't know. What do we get for 57? You're
Oh,
rolling the
you
wild
want me
magic
to?
table.
Yeah.
Drum roll.
You asked me to roll. You didn't tell me to check the thing. Okay, give me a second.
Sorry. Can I get it from this? Do you reckon I can get it from this thing you gave me before, Richard?
No. But I've got it right in front of me.
Okay.
Now.
I've got
Sorry,
it coming up.
57.
Sorry. Yep. I'm a badly prepared DM.
For the next minute, any flammable objects that you touch that aren't being worn or carried by another creature burst into flames. So all of the rocks on the ground, anything like that, it's going to become a... Actually, this is bad because we're in a cave. Every single small pebble on the ground is going to light on fire and stay on fire.
Well, I would argue that
the
perhaps
Glabrazu
rocks
touches, yes.
don't
Pretty sure the Glabrazu
classify
is
as flammable, bro,
No, they
right?
don't.
Oh, you're right.
The,
But
flammable
you know what is
claws and
flammable?
Base are flammable, aren't they?
A Glabrezu.
I mean, they would also technically be being worn or carried, so.
Yeah, that's true. I think we had this argument with Grace last time.
Don't objectify the Glabrazu. The Glabrazu is a creature.
Oh, wait,
All
no.
right.
Oh, no, sorry. That would be worn as well. Because we did say it had its pants around its ankles when we found it. So,
Well, maybe
They
they're
were-
not being worn anymore.
They were metaphorical pants.
I just clarified the image did not have any evidence of pants.
they were
I
flavor
don't know what he was
pants.
doing around that corner, but he didn't have his pants.
All right. Well, that happened. So if it picks something up now, it's going to catch on fire.
All right. Excellent. Mod, I love it. I believe that the DM mentioned the cave was made out of pure magnesium and lined with ammonium nitrate dust. I mean, don't give me ideas. All right. So that was the surge. That was Zell's turn. We're up to Silza.
And you call it Zell's turn, but was it really?
Yeah, well, not you know.
So Silta is going to use his bonus action to coat some of his arrowheads with a green liquid.
Don't do it.
Okay, no, he doesn't. He doesn't coat his arrowheads with a green
Sorry.
liquid.
I've got a bad cough.
No, that's okay. So yeah, no, he does. He coats his arrowhead. He ducks out here for a quiet
really don't
moment,
do
looks around the corner, sees this big ugly beast down the end, and sees what all the commotion is about, and looses a crossbow in his direction, which I did have. No, he throws the whole crossbow. The whole thing. He just
So
throws
this
it.
is
He's got
Gonna be
a,
an This will be an improvised weapon attack.
he has a crossbow which fires smaller crossbows.
It's a crossbow.
Is it a heavy crossbow firing light crossbows, or is it a light crossbow firing hand cross?
It's a heavy crossbow firing great swords and axes.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Yeah, as long as we got that clear, that's cool.
So it's 2d6 or a d12 damage.
Yeah, no. For the viewers, for the reality of it, it is a light crossbow. I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Yes, it does.
Fantastic, because he's going to do that, and then after he lays out some damage, he's going to sneak attack because he's at range, and he's going to do it all again. because he loves that stuff. Well,
All right.
you
So,
that
couple of
damage there?
questions.
We get
Is it a magical crossbow?
No, but it is poison.
That doesn't do shit.
That's why I said
Why?
don't use poison.
This thing's immune to poison.
Ah, immune, not resistant.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I see what you did there. That's all I get it. Yeah.
Not
Well,
on
yeah.
purpose, but you know.
They came up like 45 minutes
No,
ago.
no, no. I made these maps. Well, you guys chose poison defeats. Sorry.
Yeah, I think this was like a last minute change character shit.
No, it
it's
wasn't.
fine. I'm only staring
so-
at him, sir.
Your damage seems to be doubling up or something. What have you got 2 damage rolls?
Yeah, so for some reason the rolls that you're doing are double rolls. I don't know why. So just take the first
Hit
one.
roll wasn't. Yeah, so we got an 8, and then your sneak attack was 8. Not
Well, I
for
have
the
no
first
idea either. That's pretty random.
It is weird.
It's rolled
I've
the
never
same.
seen that.
It's rolled the sneak attack in the same occasion. So the damage from the hit is 16. Disregard the second one. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah.
It's doing 2 weird things. It's rolling the sneak attack together, which I don't know how you did that, and I would love to learn because it saves
weird.
time.
If I work it out, mate, I'll let you know.
And then it just looks like you've done the same thing like an additional time. But if we take the first one, it's more damage.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the first one.
Right, and non-magical crossbow. Was that correct?
Yeah, it's not magical. It's just a light crossbow. Pretty
So
stuffed
the-
in.
The bolt
Came out
does
of the
sink-
armory last week.
Yeah, the bolt does sink into it, but it doesn't seem to hurt it as much as what you would have expected a crossbow bolt to do to something.
So before the end of its round, we'll just duck back behind the corner here.
Skull,
and
everybody.
Say to Baccaron, did you see the big ugly
Well-
bastard out there?
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's all I got for now, man.
Alright, Flash, you're up, buddy.
Flash slaps his right wrist, pulls back an imaginary crossbow string, and fires a guiding bolt straight at the Glabrezu.
Ooh, nice.
Ah, okay.
What'd you get?
14.
Yeah, not enough. Sorry, buddy.
Oh wait, peace domain.
Oh, right, yeah, everyone add a
Add
D4.
That might make a difference.
Roll
Yeah.
it up.
Just roll the pointy end of it.
17.
Yes.
Just enough. Guiding bolt hits.
I will forever be known as the peace domain reminder. I'll go off every three minutes.
Oh, that's a bit brutal. And he's not resisting to that.
And the next attack has advantage.
Yes.
And I will send some unsettling words into the head of the Glabrezu saying, "You are outclassed. You will fail here."
Oh, vicious mockery, huh?
Using my bardic inspiration to do unsettling words.
Oh, so what does that do?
I roll the bardic inspiration die, and it must subtract that roll from the next saving throw it makes before the start of the turn.
Very nice.
Please get high.
Takes 3.
Great.
Yes.
Alright, so
Not
make
bad.
3 to its next saving throw, correct?
If my maths are correct, that's going to be my strength save, so I can knock it prone, and then me and Barbarian can get heaps of juicy.
Barbarian can't do shit, just FYI.
I know you still have a chance of getting it with confusion.
Yeah, you do. Depending on how you roll, you might get tagged normally.
And that's my turn. I'm just going to keep standing out here in the open.
Cool. Baccaran, you're up, buddy.
Ooh, Baccaran, the bread butcher, he kneels down behind an outcropping of rock and he puts that Hessian bag down on the ground and pulls out a little bread roll while you guys are sort of fighting this guy Brezu, and he pulls it up next to his ear and he's like, "What? Oh, immune. Immune to my poison, you say?" And he puts the bread roll back. He stuffs it back in the Hessian bag, tightens the drawstring on his 6-inch heels, and makes his way back across. I'm assuming he's not hidden anymore. but he doesn't need it because you guys are already engaged with him. So he's going to move up to there, 20 odd feet. Do I have line of sight?
Yeah, just.
Yeah, just.
Your attack has advantage because of Guiding Bolt.
Oh yeah, it would have advantage anyway. Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't hide. Anyway, advantage, guiding bolt. Let's make an attack here with the old short bow.
The range on a short bow.
It's 80 feet. So I'm within range, aren't I? Just. Do you want me to move up?
When you say just, how
75 feet from me to him.
that's good enough.
Good enough?
80 is short range then.
Yeah. All right. Let's make this attack then. Let's make it count. Let's go with advantage. All right, that's gonna hit. 25 to hit. So let's do some damage. That is 8 points of piercing damage from my magical short bow, and let's have a look. 14 points of sneak attack damage.
Oh, so 22 all up.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's a good hit. He's starting to look a little bit wounded.
You're not immune to an arrow in the face, are you? You big ugly bastard, he says in Abyssal. Use the rest of his
back at you.
Rest of his movement. So I think I moved 20 odd feet, so I'm going to move over to there, and then I'm going to hide as a bonus action. So I guess I'll give you a
Stealth check,
stealth roll. Alright, that one. Sorry, I have my character sheet very small on my screen, so.
All good.
28.
You can't even see yourself.
Ah! Where'd I go?
Love it. Love it.
That's the end of his turn.
Alright. Kill.
Thur is going to run along the side of the Glabrazu, trying to bite at his ankles.
I'd just like to point out that if Zell couldn't fit past him, neither can you.
I thought it was because I was in the way as well.
No. There's like a big rock to the south of Zell, and there where you just moved through. That's like the edge of big rock.
You should. Can you reveal a little bit more behind him as well? I'm assuming.
Yeah, sure. Actually, you would be able to see a bit more now. Yes.
Just so we have a little bit of a better idea of what we're looking at.
That's 4 more Glabrazu.
There we go. Actually, Zell can probably see down.
We see a nest of baby Glabrazus. They poke their heads out. They go, Papa.
Okay, well, I am going to let it get an attack of opportunity if it would like to use its reaction for that to back up. And then.
Yes, it will take that. It's gonna miss.
Okay, I run up and charge it with another bite attack. This one, however, having advantage. So let me see if I hit first.
Is that because you backed up and charged it, or?
No, because of a certain silvery barbs.
Oh yes. So why did you back up and charge it?
Because I need to move 30 feet in a straight line to use my pounce as an Allosaurus.
Ah.
Smart.
19 plus 6 was definitely going to hit. I'm going to see if I get a crit though, which I do!
Natural 20. That's what I'm talking about.
People.
Drop those 20s in the chat.
Okay, so he needs to do a strength save, but from memory, his strength save also has a -3 from
Amazing.
the words that whatever it's called. I forgot what the effect is called.
Yeah, the thing. So -3 on his strength check. Just having a look at some things. That's that block.
20. Critical threat.
Strength save. Rolling now. -3 to that. So, oh Jesus. It's a 22. Good enough.
Oh my god. Yes, that is fine. Okay, so he gets 12 slashing damage from the claws, magical.
Yep.
And then, even though he wasn't knocked prone, I do get to make. Oh, actually, no. If the target is prone, you can then make a 1 bite attack as a bonus action. No, I don't get to do the bite attack. So that is Th's turn, and
Alright.
So, if I might interject, I just want to say a huge thank you to All Things Fantasy for jumping in with the raid. Love your
thanks,
work,
guys.
guys. Good to see you as well, Laura. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you check out those redeems. You can redeem some crit coins to give us. I was going to say these guys again. Give us some help fighting this Glabrezu because we're going to need it. But thanks for joining us, guys. We're mid fight, so you're jumping right in the action.
Okay, let me see.
All right. What was happening? Is it the Glabrezu's turn?
Okay, it is, and for its first part of its action is going to do one of the casty things, and this time it is going to cast darkness centered on itself. 15-foot radius of darkness. Let me sort out a token aura. 15. That color. Please make it a little bit more opaque than that.
It's cast an orange darkness on itself.
Yes. Entirely. So because it has true sight, it can see you guys just fine, but you can no longer see it. Dark vision cannot see through this darkness, nor can non-magical light make it go away. So it is now going to follow up with pincer attacks. Since Zell is, for all intents and purposes, still standing there, birds spinning above his head, both pincers are going to go against our Allosaurus buddy. With advantage because you can't see him.
No, but we can still smell him, the smelly bastard.
That's a 21 to hit on the first pincer.
unfortunately, that just meets my AC.
Yay. So that will be 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okie dokie.
And the second attack, that's a natural 20.
Wow. Okay. Goodbye, Thesaurus.
I just need the dice to go away so I can see the number. Come on, dice.
The damage shall be enormous.
There we go. Oh, yeah, 28 bludgeoning damage.
So,
Attack.
this.
You're lucky you're of large size, otherwise grapple.
It's all planned.
Yeah.
All you hear from the magical darkness. Ooh! Ooh!
All right, and that's the end of the Glabrazoo's turn. It is now Zell's turn. So, Zell, can we get 8 roll?
D10 first, yeah?
Oh, sorry, D10 is what I meant, yes.
Yeah, cool.
This is
I got from a 1 to a 3.
tough situation.
3. You don't move or take action. Turn. Go ahead and roll. See if you can break free of the effect.
Oh, you are correct. We need to roll a d6, by the way. It's a 2, so all
magic
good.
surge.
It's a 2.
Okay, sweet. Yeah. Wisdom save, Zell?
Yep. Let's see if I can do another 8 for 3 in a row. No, we've gone further backwards. That's great. That's a 6 this time for an 8.
Okay.
That's
Or is
3
this,
8 in a row.
Unlucky rolls.
Yeah, man. Wow.
And rage also drops because I haven't been damaged.
Hang on. Wait.
Oh, darkness is concentration, isn't it?
Also, he's taken some damage. So I'm just checking. Confusion is not concentration.
Sad face.
No, it's just a
So,
burst.
Yep, it lasts for a minute. Or
Okay.
until you manage to recover from it.
Zell, we're gonna need some good rolls going further into night. Otherwise, you're gonna be benched.
I would argue that he was confused before he had confusion cast on him, as he came into combat with a pair of bottles of bourbon,
be
I think
fair-
it was.
To be fair, combat was initiated. He ran in like a barbarian. Everyone else ran away. Everyone else got buffed. He got debuffed. And then a negotiation happened in a language he doesn't understand. Then he got confused, and now there's a dinosaur chewing on the guy he was trying to fight. So it's been a rough day for him. He might need more drinks.
And now he can't see.
Exactly.
That's almost another inspiration there. I think.
Maybe
Maybe our audience can help us out there.
I tell you what, if we get three mentions from different audience members that we should give Zell inspiration for how bad a day he's had, we will give it to him.
Get in the chat,
Come on,
guys.
help
Come
us
on.
out.
Laura,
And
please.
other players don't count.
Please, he
We
needs
need
it.
your
He's
help.
had a hell of a rough day. He needs this inspiration. He needs inspiration like I need inspiration in real life.
Give
There's
it. We got one from Mud,
Yep.
one from Hermes.
Mud.
Is that-
Hermes is a player. Right,
Thank
there's
you,
one from
Laura.
Laura, yes, Laura.
Need one
thank
more. All right.
And to be
anyway,
fair, mechanically, he's now less angry because he's in the darkness fighting this thing. So,
you. We need
Yeah, fair.
one more. Just one more.
One more. Come on, all things fantasy. You're still here, right? I need you. I need you.
Maybe.
Help me,
Well,
Obi-Wan
well,
Kenobi.
Well, look, it's Siltz's turn. We'll see if anyone pipes in by the end of his turn.
All right.
Okay. Right here.
Bakaran will nudge you and be like, "You've got this. You can take care of this, right?"
Silter looks at background and says, "What are you doing? Get out there, you fool!
Hit it with more poison. I think it was working.
I don't think it made any difference at all. You tried with your buns." Anyway, so Silter will sort of, run around and duck out in this little gap here. He'll take a shot with his light crossbow again. I'm working towards a longer plan here, guys, so don't be worried. I'm just
Okay.
popping off little shots. But if you hang around a little bit more, we'll get some good stuff. So he's going to pop around that corner there, and just with a light crossbow, do his little touch again. Don't know if this is going to come up as doubles again this time or not, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, there we go.
The
Normal.
hit came up like normal before, but we'll see what the damage does. But no, we won't because that doesn't.
No, because that's definitely not a hit. But he's
and you
gonna-
would've- hang on a minute. Hang on a minute.
Can't see.
You've just fired a shot into darkness.
That is
Oh,
So
I have to.
it is.
Looks
a
like Zell's not the
disadvantage.
only one having a bad day.
So look, roll another attack roll. Just for
I
the
don't know what it is.
disadvantage.
All right. Gotta pull something out of the bag.
Yeah, that one was much better.
Fortunately, you managed not to hit any shit. But yeah, you are kind of. I mean, you remember where he was, so picking the spot to fire at isn't too hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were like if you'd rolled a nat 1 on either of those.
Lost your audio there for a second, Mark.
I said if you were if you'd rolled a nat 1, you would have ended up hitting either Zell or Thur.
Well, I'm very glad I didn't. So, are we counting that as a hit, or that we're going off that
No,
first
it's still
one?
not. It's
First
still not a
one's
hit.
Horrible.
It was a disadvantage. I
Alright.
was just saying if the disadvantage was really bad.
Well, seeing as I kind of know, I've got some kind of an idea. I'll go with the crossbow for a second shot with sneak attack because I'm at range.
Ooh, no, I don't think you will actually.
Crossbow with
Or-
the loading property. No, I don't believe you will.
No, okay. No, all right. Well, I won't do that. You can ignore.
Also,
what-
where are
what's
you
in
getting
there.
a second attack from?
Sneak attack? I was going for. Sorry, that's all.
Ah, yeah. No, sneak attack is if you hit, you get
Only if you hit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. Well, I thought I'd try and be sneaky and Go around
That's right.
the DM,
That's
but
right.
it's worth a shot every time. Thanks.
Hey, I test you often enough on Monday nights. It's fair.
So I'm gonna sneak back into the rocks here with the rest of my movement and hide and cower there.
Is that bonus action hide?
No, not that far hide. Just
yeah.
I'm just gonna jump in that little alcove behind line of sight. Not hide.
Place you up, buddy.
Flash sees the dome of darkness appear. Lifts his hand down into his component pouch and pulls out a glow stick. Starts waving it around while the other hand drums out the bass line to Darude's Sandstorm and casts a hypnotic pattern on this 30 by 30 foot square that gets the Glaboozoo but not the Allosaurus.
Okay, so we'll
So
put
that's,
that like here.
Yep, that looks perfect.
Great.
It's just there for a moment, but a Wisdom 18 saving throw. The Glaboozoo.
Okay. Yes, I will sort that out.
I want all the help we can get, but can you see the point at which that gets cast to through the darkness?
I don't need to. It says, I create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range.
No requirement for sight. Nice.
No requirement for sight.
Well done.
There you go. You get inspiration. Thank you, All Things Fantasy.
Nice. Yep. All right. Go ahead, Zell. You get inspiration. You can use that
I
on your
get
next
the
roll.
thing.
You're our best friend.
What do we got? 21 on my wisdom save.
That succeeds.
And just so everyone can see it, there it is. It's at advantage because magic resistance.
Oh, and make sure you check out All Things Fantasy on Twitch, guys. Give them a follow, give them a subscribe. They do cool stuff. So
Do it. So that effect doesn't stay persistent. That's gone now.
Yeah, it's just a light flash.
Yeah. Sweet.
Uh,
So no effect if I save.
yeah, no effect if you save.
Excellent.
Should have unsettlingly worked in the past. Live and learn.
It wouldn't have mattered, I don't think.
Oh, a minus D8 couldn't hurt.
Oh, that's right. It's a D8, not. I was remembering 3, but the dice roll. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll move a little bit closer.
Oh, we've also got GT Rogers agreeing as well now. All the chat's chiming in.
amazing.
No
So
problem.
awesome.
Hey, at least you got the support of the chat, Zell.
That's very much appreciated. Yeah, we need to help Zell out for sure, because
Yeah.
he's going to wake up in a curb somewhere in like Townsville, and he's going to have a bad time about it. So
Well,
Yeah. Look, I mean, Townsville, the Abyss, not much
Same,
difference,
same.
really.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, love you guys, but
I will use my bonus action to shout out an inspiring phrase to Dell. I'm like, stab him in the throat, buddy.
the bardic inspiration for Zell, I take it?
Yep.
Excellent. All right, and that brings us to Baccarat. What are you gonna do, bud?
that's a good question. That magical darkness really throws a spanner in the works.
Yeah, I feel like I should have saved this monster for later because it's already nearly 10:30. This is already the first fight.
I know, right? You could just get rid of him and we'll just move on.
I mean, I could, but no. We'll get through as much as we can, and
Yeah, we can just compare two.
you've got 3 whole maps to explore over the next however many sets.
All right, let's just take a shot. He gets disadvantage on the attack because of the magical darkness. So he should be able to hide, make that a flat roll.
Wait, I thought you said you could see through magical darkness.
No, I can see in darkness, I can see things that are invisible and I can see things that are in the material plane, but I don't actually have true sight, so I can't see through magical darkness.
Did you say material plane when you meant ethereal plane?
No, ethereal. I can see into the ethereal plane. Did I say
can see
material plane?
things- Yeah, I can see things that are in this world.
I can see things as if they were actually there in front of me when they are. So yes.
So, yes, you can have it at a flat roll,
Yep.
but before you do, I want you to roll a d6 for me.
Roll a d6. Okay. I can do that. I can roll dice. That's what I do.
You better not be doing what I think you're doing.
6.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay. Well, do you want me to hide first?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, do yourself.
He doesn't care about the hide anymore because you're shooting one of us.
All right. Oh, I don't care. Let's go with stealth. A natural 2. Come on, with these rolls! I am cursed. I'm the worst at rolling.
Is it the hiding that was going to flatten your roll out?
Well, then I
Is
could
there a
argue
D4 on that
that I
as well?
get. Oh yeah, and a D4. I had a D4 to that. I was just going to say I could argue that it is engaged with someone else, but that doesn't give me advantage. But yeah, it is the hiding that gives me the advantage.
Yeah. All right. Well, fortunately, you had the Peace Cleric's Blessing, so you do get your flat roll. If
Hooray!
you hadn't had the Peace Cleric's Blessing, you wouldn't have beaten its passive perception, and you would still be quite visible.
Baccaran
Go ahead.
pulls out that same bread roll that he had before, and this time he says, "Please forgive me, Lord." And he pulls out a small piece of bread and he puts it on the end of his arrow. Just wiggles it on there. He puts the bread roll back into the Hessian bag, pulls the drawstring shut, steps out from behind his place of hiding, draws the arrow and lets fly, trying to hit this Glabrezu, this abyssal monstrosity. And
So
while I
because
was
it's only
talking,
a flat roll, it won't be sneak attack. Will
no,
advantage sneak attack.
I do need advantage with sneak attack, but it
It's
is
still
engaged.
Yeah, it's engaged
Okay.
with us, though.
Yeah, fair.
All right, let's roll this. Come on! Oh no! A natural 2 for a 10.
Dear.
Oh my god!
Oh dear.
What is with these rolls tonight? Can someone lend me some
Yeah.
luck?
Wasn't it
Definitely
supposed to be a flat roll because of the...
It was.
Yeah,
That was a flat roll. Yeah.
That was a flat roll.
Sorry, I was looking at the wisdom check.
Look, we've already got Zell. We also don't need Baccaron being bad rolls as well.
This is unbelievable. I don't think I don't have anything. I've got nothing I can use here. So. Oh,
Free.
Oh Jesus! Arctic Gaming just redeemed a natural 20 and said, "Give it to Sven."
I don't know. It's up to you guys. Is that something that we want to do?
That is the request of the player.
Mate, if it's redeemed, it's redeemed, right?
The redeemer, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
law.
there. Like,
That's
you've
law.
you've got a natural fucking 20 there to
It's-
use,
It's
and the
now
person who
canon.
redeemed it requested that it be given to Sven.
All right.
It's up to
Well,
the party, but
we're gonna make this a hit.
Yeah.
if you want to use it now, go ahead.
All right. With that piece of bread stuck on the end of this arrow, he draws it back. He lets fly, and it flies true, negating what happened only moments ago. Natural 20. I guess we're just gonna have to roll some damage here. So.
Yep. Right ahead. Does
crit
this piece
damage.
of bread have a special effect?
No, it doesn't. It's just a flavor bread.
I love it. Flavor bread. You can
all
have
right.
inspiration for flavor bread.
Salt, pepper, and garlic.
16 points of
maybe a bit of
piercing
olive oil.
damage.
Very nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And listen to all those dice. Oh my god, these rolls! 12 points of sneak attack damage.
Oh, yeah, okay. So is that 28 in total?
Yes, it is.
You're still doing the most damage out of anyone, so.
But I feel like that was. I had 3 1s. What is it? 3 1s,
Yeah.
a 2, a 3, and a 4. Unbelievable.
Dude.
Okay,
Most
well.
important thing is, can we get a con check for the darkness?
Ooh, concentration.
Oh, yeah.
Did 28 points of damage.
Yeah, so how does that work?
It's half of the damage dealt if the damage is over 20. So
Okay.
28 means 14.
We find out he's got a con of like 18, so it doesn't matter anyway.
I mean, he does have a con of 21, but it's only a +5 bonus, and he
Alright.
rolled really
Sorry.
badly.
Come on.
Guess what?
Come on. Yes! Thank you, Ando.
Well done.
And having done that, Baccarat steps back into safety.
All right, excellent.
He hides.
And that will make it the turn.
Okie dokie.
Oh, I should also mention Mod Brew redeems and Bring the Pain. So you can do
did
to
he
us.
just give me a nat 20?
He did.
Thanks, Mod. Much appreciated, buddy.
I'm not going to let you get an attack opportunity now that you have a freely gifted 20. And I'm gonna go for a bite attack this time. Actually.
Why yes?
Hmm.
I need to bump up the prices. Natural 20.
I would like to bonus action combat. What's it called? Combat Wild Shape, which lets me expend a spell slot to regain that many D8 worth of hit points back. So I'm going to spend a level 3 spell slot as my bonus action and roll 3d8 and then heal that amount.
Yep. Great.
Gaining 12 hit points. And then I'm going to attack it with my bite. So,
Right. Chompy.
it is going to be a... Oh my god, these are so trash.
No.
A 15 to hit.
No.
Damn it.
That's my turn.
All right. You know whose turn it is next.
Evan.
Oh gods, here we go. Kill the Allosaurus.
Yeah, well, Zell's still all confused, hey?
Yeah, Zell's confused, no longer raging.
So basically,
Yeah,
he just ran in there
but
with 2
also-
bottles of bourbon.
But also not presenting much of a threat to the Glabrazoo, right? Allosaurus
he's-
keeps trying to bite him.
He's as threatening as a wet paper bag, so
Yeah. So, I'm sorry, Christian. But here comes pincer number 1. Actually, sorry, 15?
15 misses.
Right. Second pincer. 25.
25 does hit.
Will hit you for 21 damage.
My god.
And then a 23 to hit with its fist.
That will hit.
For another 8 bludgeoning damage. And then... Oh, almost got another crit. Another 23 to hit for 9. So 17... 40 damage in total.
What was the damage for the last one? 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, hang on. Not 40, sorry. 38 damage in total.
Oh, well, the Combat Wild Shape has just managed to keep me in Allosaurus form.
Oh!
Nice. That healing was clutch.
Yeah, so that is the Glabrazoo's entire turn. Let's get a D10 roll, buddy.
Ninja. 1d10 go.
Come on, 10. Come on, 10.
It's a 4.
Ugh!
That will be the same as last round. You don't get to do anything, but you know what?
Would
You
the
know what?
would
Roll
a
the
bardic
D4.
inspiration die help? 'Cause he has that.
Or add the Bardic Inspiration.
That's
And
only
if
doing
you-
320.
Hey?
Fail,
Bardic.
you get to keep it.
Fighting inspiration's only on D20 though, but I do have an inspiration to use on wisdom save, so.
The
Okay,
DM is
well-
allowing you to add it to confusion. Just do it.
I'm allowing it.
It's a D8. All you need is a 6, 7, or 8.
I want the bardic inspiration to break the fucking confusion, not to just miss it for one round.
Well, do you want to use your D4?
No, if you get a 6, 7, or 8, you get to have your turn as well as make a save. It's the best of both.
Yeah, but if I use my advantage, I want to use my advantage and my bardic inspiration to break the save. Because my wisdom is garbage, so I'm going to want both.
Do you want to save your D4
Right.
from the Peace Cleric for that as well, or do you want to try apply?
I don't have the bless from the Peace Cleric.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Yep, okay. Yep, sure. Well, then, in that case, you have no action turn, but you can go ahead and make your wisdom save.
I'll do wisdom at advantage. And this is where I roll the 19, or I don't know, maybe
Bang,
a
bang.
19.
Don't
Which
worry
one
about
do you
your
prefer?
inspiration. You pass, and you are now free to act as normal on your next turn.
Yes. We have our barbarian back.
That you do. Siltar, you're up, buddy. Congratulations, Zell.
Finally.
You did well, Zell. I was proud of you, mate.
You can now play the game.
I get to have a turn. Yay!
All right.
I didn't know it was going to last for that long.
Yeah, he did.
That's what she
That
said
was
too.
mate. He knew all along what was going on.
Yeah, wisdom saves 3 8s in a row. That's definitely going to be fun.
Silta's going to jump out to the middle of the rock formations in a little bit of a clearing, and he's going to try his. He's sort of ducking and weaving between the rock formations as he sort of moves up, like a very tactical approach, almost like he's from a SWAT team or something like that. So whilst he's there, he's just going to duck out to the middle, shoot a couple of crossbows as he advances a bit closer again. He has a quick look while he's there. It looks like the barbarian and the Allosaurus aren't doing too badly, so he's just going to chuck in a couple of quick cheeky arrows.
A crossbow bolt.
Yeah,
Maybe
Right.
A bolt.
Yeah.
A.
You can only,
Is there
you
a
can't,
B bolt or a C bolt?
I mean, yeah, there is.
but you have to wait until your subsequent turns to.
Well, that one's not going to work anyway. So he ducks out.
Crossbows have the loading property, which means no matter how many attacks per turn you have, you can only have one go with it. And sneak attack is not an extra attack; it's just extra damage if you do hit with your one attack.
Did I say crossbow? I mean,
short bow? You meant
long
short bow, right?
Broadbow, yeah.
Yeah, he meant short.
It still doesn't matter. You only have one attack, correct?
That's all right, as long as. But if it hits, you get the sneak attack. But that's about
Yes.
it. So and then he ducks behind this little rock down here, and that's the end of his turn at that point. Slowly advancing,
Ross,
we're getting there. Yeah, man.
Can you make a perception check for me, please?
Of course I can, mate. It would be my pleasure, dear GM. And should there possibly happen to be some map revealed here, would also be excellent. So a perception coming right up for you, sir. That's terrible. So
13.
around 13.
Not too bad.
All right.
Okay, we've got some good modifiers on it.
Yes, we will reveal some more stuff. Now see.
I'm really hoping there's not more than one monster here.
Well, you know how we mentioned Asmodeus before?
He wasn't
that
happy
was-
about his name being used in vain, so he's rocked up for a bit.
That was the big evil demon guy, was it?
It's basically Lucifer of D&D.
Hey, what's up, Valiant? Thanks for joining us, man. We're part way through a Glabrezu fight here, so if you want to redeem some cards for us, that would be amazing. Guys, just a quick point of order. We have a health potion on the table. We've got 2 wild cards on the table. We have a bless on the table. We have, or a guidance, I should say. We have an advantage on the table, and we have the natural 20 for the DM on the table. So
You also have one of those in the chasm below you.
Oh,
In the game
yep.
log.
I know what that
I've just
is.
seen that. I'm shocked and appalled, and I'd like to thank
Okay.
Valiant for his advantage for the manners.
Okay, cool. All good. Yes. So that thing has noticed you, and is now looking up at you, Silta, rather threateningly. So.
I love its little
anything
haircut. I love how it's got like a little mullet going on.
That is cool.
It's like what's he called? Nicolas Cage from that one movie when he was in that plane.
Con Air.
Con Air, that's the one. He steps out of the airplane. It's like, whoosh, and it blows around behind his head. That's what I feel like. This is a Nicolas Cage in flying demon form.
Out of all of the movies you could reference, you reference Con Air.
All right.
Very
Is that the end of your turn, Silsa? You're
Yeah, I reckon it might be, mate. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I'm out of movement, so yeah, that's me gone.
Oh,
Although
no.
had I known that before, well, hey, you know. Anyway,
Well, you spotted it as you got to the edge of the sort of thing, so you know it's straight down, waiting at the bottom of the chasm.
How far down is it?
That's gonna be like
Kilometer?
50 feet,
Oh.
so it's a giant mosquito.
basically.
Yeah. All right. Nah, that's the end of my move. That's all I can do. But thank you.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, then, in that case, it is Flesh's turn.
I will use my bonus action to unsettle the Glabrazu using unsettling words.
Yes.
So that's a minus 1d8 on its next saving throw.
Mm-hmm. 4. Excellent.
And then I will dissonant whispers right in his psychic ear, telling him that he really should have listened to me. Asmodeus is like my best friend, and he's in a lot of trouble now.
Oh, yeah.
So, wisdom roll.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
And this is a spell, yeah?
Yeah.
At advantage, but minus 4. 12 total.
So he takes 8 psychic damage and must use his reaction to move as far as his speed allows away from us.
Oh!
Away from me.
Nice. Well done. Oh, and you're there, so... you can still kind of just see him on the edge of your vision there for those that are there. I mean, you can probably see him as well. And attacks of opportunity for both and Zeldin, if you would like to take them. And what did you say was 8 damage?
That's an affirmative.
All right, go for your laugh. That's a hit.
I love that you've named your custom weapons, by the way.
Jackie D and Jimmy B, right?
Yeah, Jackie D and Jimmy B.
And they are magical weapons, correct?
They are +1, yeah, so.
Excellent. So that's 4 damage.
Bit of Jackie D on a Saturday night's always a bit magical, isn't it?
Yeah, right. And,
It's gives you disadvantage the next day, though.
Yeah. Christian, Thur has an attack of make make the Glabrazu run away.
Boom, boom. That is a 16.
That is not a hit.
No! Oh,
Wait. Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
yeah. Okay, the bite for the first time. 2d10 +4.
All right, 2d10. That's kind of damage I want to do.
And we're trying to do the pounce because if he knocks prone, it means me and the barbarian get advantage on everything until he
But I
gets
get
up.
disadvantage. That's the problem.
I don't care about either.
My sneak attack damage.
+4, so 12. 12 magical bite.
Excellent. This thing's starting to look a bit unhealthy.
Well, to be fair.
Is that the end of your turn, Clash?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Excellent. Bakaran, you're up.
top of round 5. How far away is he now? He's a fair distance away.
That is a bit. Let me just measure that. He is 110 feet away through some rocks.
So no line of sight.
Not at the moment, no.
If I move...
You would, if you go to where Siltza is, you'll be able to see him past those rocks, because it'll be a little bit more so you can see what I'm saying. Or you'd need to come sort of like right around to where Zelnan and that are to see him.
Alright, bonus action dash.
Little part. Yep,
To there.
section dash. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna say you can see him, but he's gonna have 3/4 cover.
3/4 cover. Is that what I want to do? No.
And you still can't see the other creature, and I don't believe Siltz has warned anyone that it's there yet. So that's why I was asking if there was anything else for you to do in your turn.
Well, yeah, Seltzer wanted to warn everyone else about that. He was,
Too late now, buddy.
Background makes his way over there. Seeing as though this thing has 3/4 cover, I don't know. No, he is going to... You know what? I'm going to make a roll here. On odds, he'll make an attack. On evens, he will not. That's an odd, so he's going to try and attack it, even with the 3/4 cover, because he's a big dummy. 12 total, 3/4 cover. I'm assuming that's a miss.
Against the Glabrazoo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So the arrow flies over the top of this chasm, hits one of the rocks, and I imagine it just snaps in half, sending like a shower of splinters, which goes like scattering all over the place. And background's like,
allow it.
shit! That's your fault, Siltzer. You distracted me. And that'll be the end of his turn.
Alright. I'm just thinking, because it is getting on a little bit. Let me see where are we at in the initiative order. Let's let Thur have his turn. And then we'll take a short break and come back with the Glabrazoo's turn.
Okay.
So, did you have anything else background before we move on?
Oh, no, that's the end of his turn. He can't do anything else. He's taken a bonus action, and his full move action. So there's nothing left for him to do.
Alright.
But just so we all know, we have advantage on the table still.
Excellent. So, you're up, buddy.
Ooh! I would like to run towards the Glabrazoo, who is retreating like a weakling. And as Thuh is running, he's going to be in his head singing his catchphrase, or trying to remember it. Oh no no! Oh no no! Oh no 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 no! And take a swipe at it with his claws as he's chasing after it, attempting to pounce on it again. It's a hit. I already rolled everything, so it's a hit with 12 slashing damage. And then can you make another strength save? He's gonna fail this one day.
I mean, +9 though. I really don't think he is. It's a
Is there a
28.
possibility? No.
At some point, you have to roll as badly as I do, and that thing is going to go down.
Yeah, sure. All right. So,
Okay.
anything else, or is that it?
No, that's it.
All right, cool. So we'll take a short break there, and come back in like what, 10, 15?
Yeah, we'll be back in around about 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching this live, please stick with us. I want to find out what happens with this Glabrazoo. Are we going to see a TPK? I don't think so, but you know, who knows? If you're watching this on YouTube or listening back on Spotify, this will be the end of part 1. Part 2 will be here shortly. And at that, let's go to a short break.
All right.